What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today, I just want to chat about, I am hitting the Mandarin Blueprint Method Intermediate course. I'm very, very happy about this. I know that I've shared with stuff, I shared my progress and stuff like that. I really enjoy the platform, but I want to talk about the intermediate level, what you can expect from that, and why I think that the intermediate level makes the course that much better. This is all included in the price that I paid originally. Now, I know they're about to change pricing models, so I don't really know as far as that goes how that's going to work. If I was going to say anything, I like being able to buy stuff. I like that I bought this course and it's mine. Subscription services, I understand the point of it, and sometimes they can be cheaper, but you pay $20, a month for 6 years, and you're way more than you would have just paid up front. But I don't know what they're doing with that, and I'm sure they'll have announcements soon on that, but I know they are changing the way the pricing works. But I know that I own this, and I know that right now you can go over there and you can buy the course before the pricing model changes. That way it's yours forever. But with that being said, I want to chat a little bit about what this course is and what it has and what it does differently than other courses. When you look at this course, so starting right here, you go in, welcome to the intermediate course, just kind of gives you a rundown on how the course works and all that stuff, which I think is obviously a really good thing. They want you to start shadowing, which is very, very useful. Obviously, I shadow generally when I'm doing like my flashcard reviews and stuff. Usually I will shadow. It just helps, right? And I think that's why some of my tones, they're not good, but like I do think that my tones are okay. Obviously, you could use work, but I think that goes without saying. The other big thing is time to immerse. They talk about immersing, and I know that you may be seeing this and thinking, oh, cool, they have a video on immersing. No. They have an entire immersion course. 49 videos, and like a lot of these videos, if you click onto them, look at this, 22 minutes, okay? Like, they want you to understand what you're doing. I personally love this because I think that when you learn how to immerse and getting stuff and really getting stuff into your brain, I think that that's crucial for language learning, for language acquisition, and I love that they talk about it. The thing that I think is great about this is the fact that they said, hey, we want you to do your characters, but stop with as much flashcards as far as like these individual word flashcards. Learn it, and I'll talk about that in a second, but learn it and go out and do that. Not many programs would you purchase would try to get you to go away from their stuff, right? Everything wants you to stay where it is. It's just like why if you post a YouTube link on Facebook, it'll kind of get shadow banned because they don't want you taking people off of Facebook. Or if you're sharing links in YouTube sometimes, like in your description or something, it can kind of make that video not perform as well because hey, don't take people off of our platform. And so the fact that they're like, hey, go somewhere and do something, I think that says a lot about what they are, because they really do want you to learn a language. And I also like the idea that they're saying, hey, while we think our course is great and we do think our course can lead you to that next level, they teach like over 3,000 characters on this course, you have to go out and find native material and you have to interact with the language. Like, this isn't a one-stop shop. You got to go and do some of this other stuff. And I think that says a lot about this program as a whole. I started watching a little bit of level 1, and of course they talk about stuff and spending, upwards of 100 plus hours on this level, or a little bit more, because this level you start once you're at the intermediate stage, which is level 1 of immersing. And so you can go in here, watch a little bit of it. They talk a little bit. I'm trying not to show a whole lot. I don't think they would overly care because obviously I'm trying to show you a little bit of what's inside. But if you click on this Mandarin Blueprint Immersion Resources, I can do it to show you, but it pops open this page and it shows level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. You can click on level 1 and it gives you all of these things: tools, Anki add-ons, listening, reading articles, VPNs, videos, others, websites. Here's websites for reading articles, resources. Here's TV shows and cartoons. And these are all tailored to the level that you are at. These are all native materials that with the characters they've taught you so far, you can immerse, interact with, and be perfectly fine. The other thing that I like in this is it tells you when you can roughly go on, and it tells you, hey, once you can pick, you know, a TV show from the level 1 immersion guide with subtitles on, subtitles are okay. Not English subtitles, Chinese subtitles. When you can watch that and understand the gist of what's going on, then it's time to move on. Like, make sure you're comfortable with that, and then it's time to move on. So they kind of set these little goals. Obviously, you can play with that for yourself, and I think a lot of people would, but I know a lot of people want to be told and need to be told exactly when to do stuff. So I like that there's kind of an end goal. It's not like, oh, do 100 hours and then you're just there. It's, hey, can you watch this TV show? Do you understand, generally speaking, what's going on? If so, let's move to the next level so we can make it a little bit harder so we can start learning a little better. I think that, to me, is like some of the best stuff that they do. And they have, whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. But they have for each level, you know, setting stuff up, making the cards, things like that. Yeah, here's level 1 tutorials, how to use Playco, Chinese pod for graded readers, the Chairman Bao, manga, Mandarin graded readers, and things like that, which I think is super helpful. And you can go from there. They also have interviews with people down here. So we've got a ton of different people. Ethan from Refold, for example. I think this guy is the guy that created Traverse, Matt vs. Japan. There's a lot of people on here. I know that they've got the dude that did Fluent Forever on here. Yeah, Gabriel. And they have Steve Kaufman's on here. They have interviews with people kind of talking about stuff. So this is a lot of additional content that you can get and just learn how to get, I hate to say get better at language learning, but make sure that you're putting your foot where it needs to go to get you to that next level. You want to progress, and that's kind of that's kind of the big thing. So you want to what do they say? Jingbu, I think is progress in Chinese. But anyway, I digress there. So as far as the course goes, we will jump over here and talk about that now. You go from the way that it was set up. Now you don't have individual word flashcards, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So you're going to do the standard stuff. You're going to make your movie. Whoops. You're going to make your movie, you know, you've got it's high, okay? And you've got your set that you do. You got your props, which they just tell you what here. These aren't my props, but they just tell you what to use there. Here's the little stroke order. And you create your story as per usual with Mandarin Blueprint method. I know that people think that some of the mnemonics can take forever. I will tell you 100%, and I've said this a million times before, so many characters I can write. I have no earthly idea what my mnemonic was. It was enough to make it stick to where I could practice it, and it's good. I could not tell you. As a matter of fact, the character Ma here, right, without the drops on it, and without the top part on it, without these two parts, right? This character right here, I have no earthly idea what my mnemonic was, like in the slightest. That's not necessarily a complex character to write. I'm just saying, no clue what that mnemonic was. And so then you'll go on to new vocabulary, and there's a couple of big things here, and this is where I think it really gets good. So you'll have high C, right? Haifa. Okay. So we've got right here, we've got a sentence. We've got, what is this? Xiao shi ho. Xiao shi ho, wo chang chu hai bian wan. So when I was a child, I often went to the beach to play. Okay. Or went to the shore to play. I would personally translate that as beach, but what you may notice here is that there are no English translations. In this stage, they have taken the training wheels off, and it is up to you to be able to interpret and understand this sentence. Any of the sentences that they give you, generally speaking, are like your target one, your I+1, whatever you call it, sentences. There's a couple of times where there'll be stuff like right here, Lu Xing, right? Like Lu Xing, to travel or visit. I've not learned that word, but it tells you what that word is. And then you see what is this? Shanghai. Shanghai, of course, right. Shanghai. So you'll have to fit that into the sentence, but generally speaking, it's that. So you understand you're learning vocabulary in context the way that it's supposed to be. Over on Traverse, the way that works with the flashcards are, so you come over here, you'll fill this out to make your little story, but they put all of these together, and I'll show you in just a second, but they show you all of these together. You'll fill it out. You'll do your little character. You got your little prop characters down here too that you'll eventually use. Like I actually used you in the first in the original, in the beginner series, but I never made a prop for it. I guess they're making a prop now. So you're pulling characters from the past and making props, which is cool. A little bit of a bonus study, if you will. But then they have these sentences in context.
小时候，我常去海边玩。
Boom.
小时候，我常去海边玩。
我常去海边玩。He said it with the wire. He said it like this. He said it wire, which is, it's not written that way, but it's funny. But I mean, it's not a big deal. It still means the same thing. That's just the pronunciation from like northern and southern China. But and they even said, hey, just read through these. You don't have to. If there's a sentence that piques your interest, maybe save it to your reviews. If not, skip it. I don't need that sentence. I know what that sentence means.
这次旅行的目的地是上海。
Okay, and there's no
这次旅
translation.
行的目的地是上海。
There's no translation on this as well, so it's up to you in order to obviously figure out, what the sentence means. And if you struggle, still you don't have to necessarily go through and add it to your cards, but you have to be okay with ambiguity. And they even talk about that in this course. You have to be okay with saying, hey, I don't fully understand what this is. It's okay. I'll come back to it later and I'll understand what that means, and we'll go from there. Okay, so that's how Traverse works in this. There aren't individual flashcards. There aren't individual word cards because you're going to be learning those within context, which I think is great. That also means that, because right now, like for example, I learned 20 words the other day, and that made, because of the word cards that go with that, I had 98 flashcards because of all the words that you learned from those 20 characters. And of course, plus the, previous 550 characters I had learned up to that point. So this is the intermediate course, and that's what it is. I love that they're getting you into immersing. I love that they're trying to make things a little bit easier, a little bit better, and I love that they're trying to make things simplified for people. I love that I can get into this and just go right to the first character, make my story, add it to Traverse over here, and keep going. Obviously, I love learning words, but I need words in context. Like learning words in flashcards at this point at the intermediate stage, like it's a little bit, it's you need the sentence context. You need the context of the sentence and what's going on. And so I think that learning through sentences, plus that's additional exposure to all these other characters that you've learned. So you're just rehashing that, and it's bonus, reps with the characters. And I think that that is huge. So hopefully this video wasn't all over the place. I know that I tend to do that, so I do apologize, but hopefully you get something out of it. I absolutely adore this course. I think that, it's one of the best things out there. I've loved learning all my writing, all my little scribbles at 30. This is page 31. I finished page 30. Whoops, that's the wrong page. Boom, finished page 30. I'm on page 31. Just writing stuff. And I'm still going to be writing. That's what we're going to be doing. So it's been fun. I'm really ready to get into the intermediate. I've got a whole bunch of flashcards I got to do today to review for Traverse. I love that that's going to go down, or I can add just more characters, whatever the case may be, and it'll even out. So I'm excited to get into that. I've got to watch a whole lot of these videos. I know for the immersion course, I'm for sure going to be kind of, not that I want to skip around, but like I don't want to spend 22 minutes on this. How long is this video? 21 minutes, right? How long is this video? 40 minutes. And then how long is this one? Okay, that one's 8 minutes. This is like an hour and a half of content right here. And I want to get into language learning. So I'm going to be watching it slowly, dissecting it, adding characters, going through the immersion stuff, and carrying on. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of what is in the intermediate course. Hopefully it made sense. I worry about that a lot. But that's it. I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to take this next step in my Mandarin journey. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And I will see you in the next one.